Hello my boys, good morning. I just woke up, I made my coffee here. GGG just revealed a new patch that they're working on, will be 0.2H, in which they will add some changes to the game. And in this beautiful video we're gonna address those changes, so let's jump into it. So here is the patch. You need to understand that this is a small patch, nothing fancy, and I won't start them in a particular way. Let's start with these things here. So they plan to add two new stash tabs. We'll have the ritual stash tab and the socketable stash tab. The ritual stash tab won't be that big because we don't have a lot of things to deposit in the stash tab. Will be just the omens and also the audience with the king invite. But this is a hint that they will work on adding more stuff to the ritual mechanic. My guess is that they will do it same as Path of Exile 1, they will add corpses, because we have specters in Path of Exile 2. They will add special corpses to ritual, maybe in patch 0.3, that you can summon as a specter and use it in your army, and that will justify the ritual tab better. Also, we might see the ritual tab coming to Path of Exile 1. Actually, we have multiple features in this patch that can be implemented in Path of Exile 1. For example, the strongbox one here, which is pretty big. Now the socketable tab is very useful. So I play this game a lot and I need to tell you that I have tons of them, tons of runes, soul cores and talismans, because the more you play, the more you will gather. As a matter of fact, let me show you right now. So I will log in now. So we go to the stash tab and I have here El Grande tab. El Grande, because I have a lot of things. And you can see I have a lot of runes, also in different tiers. Maybe you want to level an alt character and you need to use a low level runes. Those have utility also. And also you have some soul cores, depends, because but you see I have tons of them. Also we have the talismans now, and one more thing that I need to stress here is that you can upgrade them. You'll be able to upgrade your runes from within the socketable tabs. So if you have the lesser ones, you can upgrade to the normal version and to the greater version from your stash tab. So socketable tab is very useful and I'm very happy that they added. The ritual tab is not useful at the moment, but they will add more content for ritual to justify its need, else people will get angry, will call GGG out, and they don't want that. Now we have this one here. They want to introduce private leagues with this patch, but the problem is that Path of Exile 2 is still in early access and this will upset a lot of people. They also said there will be no extra modifiers available for private leagues, but we'll be expanding the functionality of them soon. We wanted to get the ability to create private leagues sooner rather than later for those that want to start over in a fresh economy by themselves or with their friends. Huh! Problem is, what's beautiful about private leagues? You start from fresh, you know, fresh economy, but Path of Exile 2 is still in early access, lacks a lot of content, is unbalanced in some regards, so private leagues are not a good idea here, especially I've seen quite a lot of people that are upset that they paid for the early access. Now you have private leagues. This should be up, in my opinion, in the official game when it's fully launched. I'm not hype about private league in Path of Exile 2, I think they're pushing their luck here with this thing. This is a change that will upset a lot of people. Now we have here another change that they plan to make. As you know, rare items in Path of Exile 2, even magic items, drop with rarity tiers in brackets. And the higher the rarity tier, the better the modifiers that you can get. This is the idea. You can get tier 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can search them via the loot filter, so the guys that make loot filters will have more work in order to adapt their loot filters. Happy them. But I suggest you stick with rarity tier 3, 4 and 5, because I play this game a lot. When I drop a rare item or magic items, even the rarity tier 3 can be very rewarding. So it's not like you will only stick with the rarity tier 5 or 4, no. Even the rarity 3, I would argue that even rarity 2, so they are fine to identify everything, you know. Because they can be really rewarding even with rarity tier 2, rarity tier 3. This is not a big change, but it's welcome, you know. I feel sorry for Neversing because he will need to do a lot of work for this, see? But these are quality of life changes, this that I talk now, that will be added next week maybe, or in the future. So it's not certain that we will get them in patch 0.2H. What's certain that we will get there are these things here. So they worked a little for the endgame and they will keep working because people are upset. So they tweaked a little breaches for the moment because they spawn few monsters. You know what's funny? In patch 0.1 they spawned too many monsters. Then GGG tweaked them and now they spawn few monsters. And then they will tweak them again to spawn more monsters. These are drastic changes, what I'm saying here. Yeah. Okay, so we will see more monsters. This means that breach again we will be the #1 content for dropping stuff, because more monsters means more magic monsters and monsters, more more loot, which what we want. The bridge splinters now can drop in larger stacks. This is the best quality of life that can happen for bridge, so you no longer need to click everywhere on the map to collect one splinter here, one splinter here. Now you'll have piles of splinters that you can pick up, like 5 splinters, 15, 20 splinters, which is great. You less clicks you have to do, the better. Yeah, we'll also add some improvements to visibility of rogue exiles. Maybe we can see them on the minimap with an icon, which is welcomed, and improve the behavior of Asmanian wisps when you activate 2 at once. Because, you know, if you find multiple wisps, one goes to the south, one goes to the North Pole, one goes to the east, Sahara Desert, and you waste them. Now maybe they will go all together towards the same red, which is good because you won't waste your wisps. This is a good quality of life. Now GGG, if you're watching this beautiful video, please also add some icons for the expedition chests. So when you're doing expedition, you need to see those chests on the minimap. Put them with the tiny icons, wink wink. Another big focus to add some quality of life features. One example is that we'll be adding a UE icons for strongboxes and essences that will let you quickly use currency from your inventory without needing to open it. This feature will also work with valors for essences. Now, what I think about this thing? I think it's nice because usually you want, if you encounter a strongbox which is normal quality, you want to apply Orb of Alchemy in order to make it rare to get most out of it, you know. Especially now because it's no longer League Start. Maybe on League Start you will lose Transmutation, Augmentation. By now, late League, everyone will lose an Orb of Alchemy, and of course, and for essences you want to get the most value out of it. You see essence, you put valor. Now you'll have these small icons that you just do with the mouse click and bye bye. But you know, me as a player that stays in game and plays all day, let me put it like this. Why have normal strongboxes in the first place then? We had the job in order to open our inventory at least. We go here, open our inventory, put the valor, like here, we do some work. Now, this is no longer needed. So the minimum effort that we had to do as a player, now it's no longer needed. You just click it with the mouse 2 times. Pack to juice and to open it. I think this is really not needed. And make all the strongboxes rare in my opinion. You make all the essences already upgraded because, yeah, I don't know if you get my drift here. Also, this feature, it's possible to see it in Path of Exile 1. Because Path of Exile 1 for years we had strongboxes and even essence, it worked with Remnant of Corruption, and they didn't add this feature, you know, to click with the mouse. So it's there is a probability that this feature will also be implemented in Path of Exile 1 alongside with the Ritual Stash tab. And that's about it. As you know, this is a small patch here, but I discussed the important things. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I will enjoy my coffee on the balcony. Good luck!
Can you, like, shut up and tell me how to get this computer to show porn?
What? You gotta be kidding me! Where's your supervisor?